Hello, welcome to your reading. His true intentions plus next moves. I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Take one moment to click that like and subscribe to the channel. That is how you can help to support. Let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the three cards. Pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful number 1. Welcome to your reading. His true intentions plus next moves. I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here your energy. You're naturally drawn to the King of Cups. So this is about his emotions. This represents water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer are significant in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. And with the King of Cups energy, this is a clear message that he is going to come towards you with like an empathetic vibe, wanting you to see that he has compassion, wanting you to see that he's able to feel, because at first you felt like you couldn't get through to him, you can't talk to him, he doesn't feel the way that you feel, but he's coming towards you with something different now so that you'll see him from a new perspective. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what are his true intentions and his next moves? You have the Messiah, which makes perfect sense with the King of Cups. Let's get more energy. And you also have the gem. So he definitely wants you to see him as different, something of a prize, something that's unique. The Messiah energy is about serving humanity with humility. So he wants you to find him to be more humble, because at first you felt like he was really out there, kind of like very exaggerated. I definitely feel like he has this exaggerated belief that he is the only means through which one can succeed, meaning he does give off this air, or he does speak in a way of like, I am the reason that they have this opportunity, or I am the reason that you are able to be successful. He speaks in that way. So while he's trying to change that perception of himself and wants you to see him as the prize, wants you to see him as the one that is valuable, someone that is unique. And so let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what's his true intentions and or next moves? You have here, Mommy, Kumba, Bang, speak up. So with this energy, he's definitely coming loud and clear to give you some information, to let you know he's here, he's present. He is the one that you need to look at. He is the one that you need to acknowledge. He is the one. But be very conscious of his energy, because you need to trust your intuition, because it's really different now. But I'm just going to say this because I said I won't leave anything out. So what's coming to me is that, again, he wants you to see him different, but trust your intuition, trust your actions, trust what he has shown you previously, okay? Because he won't be able to hold this energy for long. He is trying to become a better person, but that takes time, that takes practice. And remember, repetition does make the master. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His true intentions plus next moves. And you have here the Ace of Wands. So he's going to be very creative, as seen here with the Ace of Wands energy, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are significant here in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart. As a confirmation in the reading, the Ace of Wands energy is a clear message here that again, it's new. It's new. It's a new project. He is the project. He wants you to be inspired by him. All right. He wants you to have this urgency to connect with him. And he's in a rush to change your perspective about him, to change the way that you view him, because something took place in this relationship connection where you do see him in a different way. You do see him in a different light. And he really wants to change that. And he's going to do everything in his power to change that. Maybe show you that he's looking at new career options, or he has a new job, or he's even tapped into his gifts and his talents. Just so you can say, hey, wow, he's changed. He's working on himself. He's really leveling up. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What's happening here? What are his true intentions or his next move? And you have here the Six of Coins. This is physical. This is earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, seen in the top placements of his chart or yours with the Six of Coins energy. This is about giving and receiving. But at the end of the day, he wants help from you in some physical way. So it could be finances, it could be your physical health. But he's going to show you that he has this generosity. He is the giver. But again, it's because he wants to give you something in order to receive something back. So look, Spirit has given you a heightened intuition, has shown you exactly who he is several times. There have been several physical things that he has done that, because he does come back really nice, or he comes back with something different, you feel like he's changed. But trust that he has not changed that quick. Just think about how long it takes you to change, for you to better yourself, for you to work on your shadow work. So do you think he's changed overnight? If your intentions are pure and good and you can't even change that fast, do you really think that he has changed that fast? That is the question that Spirit is giving here to you, so that you can really have discernment over his actions. Now let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what is his true intentions and or his next moves? You have here the King of Wands. I love how your reading started with the King of Cups, and your final card here for the draw is the King of Wands. So there are two kings here. This makes this a nice confirmation here. King. He wants you to see him as this king. That is his intention. And he wants you to see him as being super hot. King of Wands. View him as someone different. View him as someone that does stand out in the crowd. View him as bold, a leader, power. He's coming to you with this charm now. He's able to charm you, because when he does show up with this energy, he's going to be quite courageous with it. So I do feel like there are some things that he is doing that are different, that will make a difference. But I don't feel like he has completely changed the way he's going to present that to you. Again, that is exaggerated, but he is in a good space with really focusing on his higher self, working on creativity, working on moving forward, and wanting you to see him in a good light. But again, be very conscious about the Six of Coins energy here, where he may want help from you, giving you something in order to receive something back. Beautiful, number one. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. And they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I'm sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number two. Welcome to your reading. His true intentions plus next moves. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here your energy, it naturally draws you here to the Knight of Cups. And with the Knight of Cups energy, this is about his emotions, his feelings. It does represent the water zodiac signs. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are significant in the top placements of his chart or your chart as a confirmation here in the reading. And with the Knight of Cups energy, this is a clear message here that he's coming on strong to you. This is about romance. Okay, this is about him being very charming, and also proposing something special to you. Okay, so be on highly discerning regarding this energy because I just feel like he does have decent intentions, but at the same time, I feel like this is different, energy that he's bringing. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what are his true intentions and our next moves? And you have here the Hermit. Yeah, so here with the Hermit energy, I can see that he's seeking solitude to focus intently on his inner life, which serves for personal creativity. I do feel like he's definitely being a lot quieter lately, less texting, less calling, and things like that. Which is a scale up for him. It's a scale up because previously, he was withdrawing from society out of fear of like negative judgment of others, and refusing to help himself, or even sometimes those in need, those are close that are closest to him. So this Hermit energy is actually going to do him some good. So it may feel like ghosting to you, but it's not. It's actually Hermit energy. And how you do know the difference is that if you reach out to him and you text him or you call him, he gets back to you with a text. Even if he doesn't call, he'll get back to you and he won't leave you like unseen or wondering what is wrong. So if that is ghosting, but straight Hermit energy is just, he'll let you know, hey, I'm just chilling, but he'll let you know that he is okay. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What's happening here? What are his true intentions? You have here Long Bubby Susie. And this is about shame. Yeah, so see, something took place, with him, something he's going through, a challenge that he had to deal with. And it makes perfect sense, especially with the Hermit energy, with him really just focusing on his spiritual illumination, searching for, that personal truth, going inside to really, align with his greater self so that he can be this Knight of Cups presence. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And so what is happening here? What are his true intentions and his next moves? You have here the 10 of Cups. He's definitely in his feelings over this relationship connection. Cup energy, again, it's Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces energy. Very strong water energy, mysterious energy, him wanting to hide out away from people, him wanting to be by himself, very sensitive energy, very emotional right now at this time. And the 10 of Cups energy is also about really him getting stronger, really wanting to offer, more family contentment and like total love and support. He wants to offer that and he wants to receive that as well, which I feel like that's the reason he wants to work on himself. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what's happening here? What are his true intentions and our next moves? And you have here the offering. So with the offering, this is like giving and receiving energy. I love the offering showing up, especially with that clear message of him needing and wanting total love and support. But he's also conscious of the fact that that is something that he will have to give in order to receive. So he's going to offer you something. The offering lays naturally under the Knight of Cups, which again represents like a romantic night out, a offering of some sort, a proposal to maybe like do something or have like an intimate conversation, something totally different than what you are used to from him. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So, what are his true intentions or next moves? Ooh, you have the devil energy. So, with the devil energy, wow. Yeah, I can see here that there was some sort of, dissonance, some sort of discord in this connection. I feel like, he's jealous of something. And I feel like he's kind of like insecure of the competition, male competition that, he may have. He feels like there's competition, but he's actually competing, I guess, with himself, but he feels like he's competing with someone else. So he's going over and over and over with his mind, like whether or not he's good enough for this, for you in this connection. The devil energy is also about like an obsession, and like a material obsession, a lust as well, with you, a strong attraction and obsession. And, I feel like he feels like he needs you in some capacity that is really like over the top. So this is something that you have to be quite discerning about and really trust your intuition, trust his actions, trust what he has shown you. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what are his true intentions and or next moves? His true intentions, what are they? You have here the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords showing up, this is quite interesting because the sword energy does represent communication. It also represents air energy. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini are significant here. The Queen of Swords, it's about communicating with you and how he will communicate with you. He sees you as a self-sufficient person and totally honest, which is why he knows that he has to stand up to the plate. He has to be this as well for you to trust him, for you to see him as a changed person. He really has to be what he wants to express, or you're just not going to believe it. He knows that he cannot come to you and communicate just any and everything because you've been there, you've seen that, you are experienced with this type of relationship dynamic. So you know what's up already. And beautiful number 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number 3. Welcome to your reading. His true intentions plus next moves. I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here you have the energy, the Magician, and with your card, the Magician, that you are strongly attracted to here. This is a clear message that he's going to be focused, okay? And he's going to be creative. He's really wanting to turn his visions into reality, and he is inspired to do that. So how he does communicate with you, it's strategic planning. The way that he's going to talk, the way that he's going to present himself, he's had time to sit back and think about it. So this is an opportunity for you to raise your vibration and access your discernment, okay? And really look at the entire situation before you make any sort of decisions with, giving him anything or agreeing to anything that he does offer. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what are his true intentions? And you have here the kiss. So with the kiss, this is definitely about a emotional connection, water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer here. The kiss is emotional. It's a connection. It's like wanting to be with you, wanting to embrace you, wanting to just have the total, your total emotional energy dependent upon him, wanting you to see him as like a romantic partner as well. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So what's happening here with this energy? What is his true intent? Grief. The goddess Allah, grief. So with the goddess Allah and grief, I can definitely see here that there was some sort of discord in this relationship connection. Something that changed your view on this energy. There's something that he did, something that made you think twice about whether or not this is the right person for you to communicate with, to connect with, to continue to move forward with. And this made you really think. So let's get more insight. And his true intentions and or next moves. I feel like he's also going to tell you something that may have happened a while ago, like a long time ago, that made him kind of like sad and sorrowful. It's just like a story he's going to share with you. So just be really conscious because you are an empath, that story could reel you in and just make you really forget about, your intuitive instincts. So just pay attention to this story about grief that he is going to share with you. And let's get more insight. And you have here the 6 of coins. So with the 6 of coins, yes, Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo are significant in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart. So this is about giving. It's like giving you something in order for him to receive something back, okay? Because you are a very generous person. He knows that. He knows the power of giving and receiving. So yes, again, this is a clear message for you to raise your discernment anytime he is going to ask you for something. Okay, but be aware that he's going to give you something first. So that may lower your guard. So, when he gives you this information or this thing or something, you're going to think, oh, wow, he's very generous. And then later on, it could be 1 week or 2 weeks later, he's going to ask you for something. And you may not even think twice because of what he gave you initially. But remember this, if he's not able to give you what he's asking you for, then that is a chance for you to raise your discernment and think about it more than once and let him know, hey, I have to think about this for a moment before I can say yes. And let's get more insight here. Thank you, Spirit. And what is it? What are his true intentions? And or his next moves? You have here Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. I can see though that, yes, this is his move, but he's using his power for self, aggrandizement, meaning like self, like satisfying moves, self-motivating principles, not to like be charming to, offer you a really good experience, but like to be charming so that he can get something back. That's what's coming through really strong here, this Prince energy. And he's very good at it. He doesn't even have to try. You don't even know that he's doing it because it's so subtle, and that is the key. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. You have here the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands energy, he's going to be extremely creative. The Wand energy does represent the fire zodiac signs. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are quite significant here. With the Three of Wands energy, this here is also about like teamwork. Again, wanting you to work together with him. Expansion. He wants this connection to grow here, and also travel. So he may want you to take a trip with him, to go somewhere with him. You guys have probably already discussed a travel plans and things of that nature. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what's happening here? What are his true intentions and our next moves? And you have here the Temperance card. Again, he's going to be very patient. You do things within moderation. Offer self-control and harmony. So that's the vibe you're going to see. This is what you're going to feel out of him. I love the fact that the prince came out with the kiss. That makes perfect sense. A kiss is very romantic. He will be very patient. And I do feel like, yes, this person does have good inside of him. And yes, he does tend to do things good, most of the time. But be very conscious because you are an empath, right? And you want so much to see, the best in him. You want so much to have something that works. So that's where you have to be conscious of whether or not you are doing things that are accepting whatever he's offering. Make sure that that is in alignment with your higher self, your self-courage, self-love, self-assurance, and self-respect. Just as long as you do that, then this will be a harmonious connection. It's so beautiful. Number 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.